Stray Cat Strut was a song released in the early 80s by a band called the Stray Cats, featuring the guitarist Brian Setzer, who many of you may have heard of, kind of a modern rockabilly guitarist. And that's kind of basically what the Stray Cats were, was kind of like a big throwback to the rockabilly sounds of the 50s. And it included legendary bass player Lee Rocker on upright bass, and then together they kind of created this retro sound, and Stray Cat Strut is a good example of that. And we're going to be taking a look at the two different guitar parts for this song, and work on getting the licks under our fingers and then putting it all together. So the next scene, we're going to start looking at the first guitar part, which is the rhythm part. The rhythm guitar in Stray Cat Strut is very straightforward for the most part. We're going to be doing mostly quarter note beats, like kind of doing this walk down from a C minor. So I'm using, these are all just your standard bar chord shapes. So starting on the 8th fret of the lowest string, 8, 10, 10, 8, 8, 8, creating a C minor chord. Then we're going to go down 2 frets to a B flat chord. Starting on the 6th fret on the lowest string, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. Gonna move that whole shape down 2 more frets, keep it exactly the same, for an A flat chord. So 4, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4. And we're gonna move that whole shape down 1 more fret to get a G. 3, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. And you give them 2 quarter notes each, so. Very straightforward. In the other guitar part, we're going to be doing some more syncopated things, and it's kind of cool. The two guitar parts kind of play off each other, because we hear bum ba dum, a bum ba dum, bum ba dum, bum ba dum. So by keeping this straight, we actually kind of add to the sound of the whole thing without actually doing any syncopated rhythm. So let's try doing that together just a little bit, so you can get used to the feel of those chords descending. One of the tricky things, which doesn't seem like it would be tricky, is that only one of these chords is minor, and that's the first chord. And the other times you're going to stick that middle finger down to get the third. So it's going to be easy to kind of confuse that sometimes, like hit a major chord at first, something like equally wrong like that. So just be careful, and remember, only the C is minor. So that's going to be, your middle finger is going to be up, and then it's going to come back down for the rest of the descent there. We'll do a little bit slower than the record. It's not too fast of a song, so it should be, the biggest challenge is going to be getting those bars nice and clean so you can hear all the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Again. One more time. And you can hear there I'm implying the backbeat by accenting every other quarter note. So you go 1, boom, boom, boom. You just hit it a little bit harder to accent. And that's going to help imply the rhythm of the song. So work on that, get that up to speed. Like I said, the song's not super fast, about there. So we're not going to be blazing through this or anything, but the biggest challenge, like I said, is going to be able to make sure those notes are all ringing through clear. And if you're new to bar chords, this could be a big challenge for you. So be sure to take it slow. And next we're going to take a look at the verse rhythm that goes underneath the verse. So in the intro, we've covered that we're doing these descending bar chords. When the vocals come in, the rhythm changes just slightly, just to emphasize the vocal, which does this little push. It starts right before a measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, black and on, dun, dun. So it's not right on the beat, and so the rhythm guitar part actually plays that along with the vocalist. So it'll sound like this. We'll do one progression how we normally would, like we did in the intro, and then jump into like where the vocals would come in. 2, 3. and the rest of it is just the same. So, and then what happens in between each verse is we do one progression normally, so straight up and down. So it sounds like this. One to give us an intro. An orange stray cat sitting on a fence. Straight. I'm gonna push this one. Ain't got enough dough to pay the rent. Straight. I'm flat broke, but I don't care. And then we're gonna hit. We just hit on a C minor, and we just hit a quarter note and off. Right by. So. It's kind of just more of a very slight change, but can be kind of tricky if you're not concentrating. So let's try it nice and slow. We're going to do one straight, and then we're going to do the push, and then back to straight. We'll toggle back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the vocals. An orange stray cat sitting on a fence. Straight. Got enough dough to pay the rent. Straight. Pushed again. I got broke, but I don't care. Here comes the hit. I strut right by with my tail in the air. Really silly lyrics. The challenge of it is just kind of making it stay in the groove, because you've got to hit and then come back on the 2. So you hit the and to 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4. So if you think of a pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So you've got kind of that swing going there. Another challenge is going to be able to go from a G chord, jump up here in half the time to the C minor chord. So you might find yourself find it easier to once you get down here to go to a C shape like this. On the record, you can definitely hear these high strings ringing. So I'm pretty sure that he just found it comfortable, or he was able to jump up here to do this voicing. But if you want to kind of like a little bit of a cheat, you can always go to this voicing here. An orange stray, you know, and then make sure you don't play a minor there. So you've got that option. You've got options there, but it would probably be in your best interest to go ahead and practice jumping up that far. In the next section, we're going to take a look at the rhythm underneath the chorus.